Now, Ferrari's making an FUV. Not an SUV, but an FUV. Ferrari Utility Vehicle. Now, Car Magazine in UK boss Louis Camilleri said he abhorred hearing the word SUV in the same sentence as Ferrari. It does not sit well with this brand, with the brand of Ferrari. Now, this vehicle is going to be unique in many ways, and executives are calling it an FUV, a Ferrari Utility Vehicle. Now, BMW calls their vehicle SAV for sports activity vehicles. But there's a reasoning behind all this, and it's about brand. And however, nobody's fool though. Ferrari's building an SUV, and here's what we know so far about this SUV. Now, Purosangue is a working name for now, which means thoroughbred. But unfortunately for Ferrari, it's also the name of an anti-doping non-profit charity. The Purosangue Foundation trademarked the name back in 2013. However, Ferrari says in a lawsuit that the charity has not made sufficient commercial use of the name to warrant exclusivity. The charity is challenging the lawsuit, and it will likely drag in for a while in court. Now that means the Purosangue is a working name and could challenge and could change before the SUV debut. And of course, the charity is challenging Ferrari with this. Now, this new Ferrari FUV, you know, with the Ford Lusso gun, which the Ford Lusso was awesome. It was a hot hatch that everybody wanted, but they could not afford. And then you have the Maserati SUV, and this is basically what the new Ferrari is going to look like. But it's going to share a lot with the Ferrari Roma platform. And that's the Portofino convertible platform. But Ferrari engineers have now taken it to a whole new level. The Roma platform is a modular design for the Italian brand front engine vehicles, designed with a variety of electrification in mind. Now that means it can house everything from an up-and-coming V6 engine to a hybrid V8, and even swallow Ferrari big 6.5 liter naturally aspirated V12. Ferrari has a product roadmap for the next 3 years covering 15 vehicles, so we can expect this platform to be used a lot. Now the Purosangue will come with a hybrid drivetrain later, but the launch model will pack an 800 horsepower V12 engine. The hybrid will likely be the most common one on the road later, but Ferrari will be looking to claim the title for the fastest SUV from the 707 horsepower Dodge Durango from the start. So watch out, Durango. Ferrari's coming for you. Now, there's going to be an electric power version of this baby too. Let's go back to the Ford Lusso. But the Maserati looks more like it. All of the spy photos just point toward Maserati. It even has the grill slits of the Maserati. That's the, of course, that's the spy photo. Now, Ferrari likes the idea of having electric power to fill in the turbo lag, and the Purosangue will be the embodiment of it, according to the people who have internal documents at Ferrari. It's going to come with a twin-turbo 4.0 liter V8, electrical assistance. It's going to make up to 700 horsepower, and it's going to be going up against the Lamborghini Urus, 641 horsepower. Now, a less expensive V6 hybrid could arrive later down the road, but Ferrari is going to be worried about watering down this hardcore super brand, and they don't really like that much. So don't expect a hybrid drivetrain using a V12 though. Electrifying a V12 means creating a heavy car, or must I say a heavy SUV. Now, Ferrari Chief Marketing Officer Enrico Galleria told Auto Express in 2020, chances are Ferrari will use the same or the similar setup of the SF90 Stradale gasoline electric hybrid system. The electrification won't stop there, though. We also know Ferrari plans 2 all-electric versions, and the first is allegedly planned for 2024. Boy, man. Now, this is going to be a new type of FF. Now, while the Purosangue will be an SUV, Ferrari doesn't want its performance to be compromised so much. And don't expect a seat in the back that can take 3 people. But do expect the rear passenger to be very comfortable. Because remember, in the Ferrari FF, the back seat was really nice. It was almost like you had a stadium seat of the cockpit. I think that's what made it awesome. Now, I hope the Ferrari SUV has that same type of seating. So we roughly expect it to be the same size as the Maserati Levante. And indeed, Ferrari first test mule appeared to be based on that. And especially the Roma GT platform with the Maserati Levante bodywork. But I'm sure it's going to share some things with the Maserati. But, you know, Ferrari likes to stand alone. So they're not going to be... They're going to be more in league with the GTC Forluso. Sitting 4. And that's going to be nice, folks. And it's going to have great handling. But you know, with the interior, though, the interior definitely will look like this. And I think it's going to share a lot with the Ferrari Roma, with the technology. It's not going to have these kind of gauges. It's going to look like the Ferrari Roma, which is epic, folks. It's going to have a lower center of gravity than most traditional SUVs. And, of course, it's going to be going up against the Urus and the Aston DBX. So it's going to have to do it right. And it's going to have to do it awesome, folks. I mean, Ferrari's going to nail the interior. Ferrari knows its customers. And they know how to get it right. And they do an awesome job. And it's going to be very functioning. And it's going to be a very expensive interior. Now, back in the day in 2017, Ferrari CEO pointed out that it has to be a useful. And the space shouldn't be too big. And it shouldn't be too inviting. Now, there's a lot of customers who's going to be more than willing to drive a Ferrari branded vehicle than drive anything else. And the customers already own supercars and coupes. And they're going to be expected to replace their family SUV. And they're going to want something exotic and something exceptional. When I see a Ferrari driving down the road and I see that, man, honestly, it's like your heart just stops. That's how awesome it is. Now, there's a lot of pictures floating around on the internet by K Design. I don't have them here because I don't have permission to use those pictures. But it seems like he sort of hits it on point. But a lot of times they're taking the DBX and then they're changing everything and they're saying it's going to, this is a Ferrari. But the GT4 Lusso in a Maserati is the closest thing. Now, the FUV is coming soon. The Ferrari utility vehicle is coming soon. The pandemic has put everyone's schedule out of whack. But if everything comes together, we're going to soon see a production version of this beautiful SUV in early 2022. And it's going to be on the auto show circuit. So I plan on going to some auto shows, and so you're going to see some footage on this channel. Now, the hybrid version should follow shortly after. But the all-electric version won't arrive to 2024. So, folks, this is just awesomeness. And this means that we're going to have a real supercar, a real super FAV. And that is the Levante interior. I think the Levante is just exceptional. I've never driven in one, but the interior is second to none. I mean, just look at that. Boy, man, this Ferrari, it's a lot of anticipation is developed for this baby. And it's going to be epic to see it. And guys, it's A Automotive Reviews. Thanks for watching. Remember, like, share, and subscribe. And thank you for your patronage. Hi, this is Bruce from AO Automotive Reviews, encouraging you to subscribe, to like, and to continue watching these videos. Thanks for watching, and I look forward to putting out a lot more great content. Thanks for watching and subscribing. Much love. Peace out.